after that, we did this Tundra. Customer wanted our standard detail with a steam edition as well, because he wanted his leather to look brand new again. So we made that happen for him. We got into the rims, fenders, pre-rinse, foam bath, all the good stuff, you know. And the total was $210.
All right, welcome back into the channel, Rockstars. And if you don't know, I had a video taken down a few days ago. It was about 10 ways to make extra income to pay your credit card debt, your phones, your cars, your mortgages, whatever expenses you guys had during this entire high cost of living. They took the video down for being dangerous. I have no idea why. I have one possible guess, which I'll tell you at the very end of this video. I'm gonna leave number 10 off the list. I'll mention it at the end, but I think that might have been why they said the video was dangerous. You'll understand when we get to that part. I'm gonna tell you about these 10 and I'm gonna show you some clips, and hopefully this one stays up. So enjoy it if it stays up. If it doesn't, I'm talking to myself, but hopefully I'm not, and you guys get to see this. And a lot of these can be really good sources of extra income for you if you have the time and the ability and some little bit of know-how on some of them, and some of them just require some manual labor, and some of them require just a camera, phone, and a computer. So let's check it out together, and hopefully YouTube lets me keep this one up this time. So the first one's super popular in my neighborhood. I'll put a screenshot up of this one because I didn't do a video on this one because I just didn't have a video, and I have all the video I need behind me in these two. I have a St. Bernard and an Old English sheepdog. You can see them roughhousing in the background. Hopefully they don't get loud. But dog walking, cleaning up poop, two sides to that. That's really big in this neighborhood and a lot of subdivisions in Florida and just all over the place, where people can come and take your dogs for a walk, charge you 15, 20 bucks, $30 for 2 dogs. They take 20 minutes on a walk, and they can do, you know, quite a few walks during the day and make themselves 75, 100 bucks over the course of a day. They do it a few times a week. All of a sudden you can see how that can add up. Also, these two dogs like to use the bathroom a lot, and so cleaning up people's yards is another big way of making some extra income for people that are willing to do it. All right, so number 2, one of the most popular ones you're gonna see around here, it's Uber Eats and DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, whatever you wanna call it. Most people average doing that about $15 to $20 an hour. So let's go check out a video of that. We'll come back and do it. And this is Uber Eats and DoorDash, delivering food and dinner orders to people that are too lazy to go pick it up themselves and would rather spend an extra $10, $15, $20 to have it delivered to them. But hey, you know what? I do it, so I'll take full responsibility for that. Guilty as charged. But Uber Eats and DoorDash is as easy as signing up to the app, putting in your information. You get approved, I believe, within 1 to 2 days, and then you can start dashing and get your money withdrawn within a day now. So within a couple of days, you can start making money on DoorDash and on Uber Eats. I know they're a little bit different in the way that they work. You can get your package in the mail, but let's check out this one young lady on TikTok and show you exactly how much you can expect to make, of course, depending on the area that you live in.
Finished my first day of door dashing, and I had 5 stops today. My boyfriend came with me. It was pretty good. So I'm gonna tell you guys how much I made. So my first order ever was from Chipotle, and I made $3.50, and I got 0 tip. So on my first order, I did not get a tip, but that's okay. My second order was from a pizza place, and I made $2.25 with a $7 tip, so I made $9.25. My third order was from Popeyes, and I made $2, and I got a $5 tip. And then the last 2 were Wawa, and they were like a double order, which was really nice. So the first one, I made $2 with a $5 tip, and the same thing for the next order, $2 and a $5 tip. I think I was out for like an hour and a half. I'm in like a rural area right now. So in total, I made $33.75. And honestly, it was really, really fun. And I'm definitely gonna do it again.
So there's her breakdown. She was out for an hour and a half, which is what her active time shows. Her dash time was 2 hours and 4 minutes. So we'll just say somewhere around like 2 hours, maybe an hour and 45 to 2 hours. And she made $33.75. So if we say 2 hours, that's what? 16 is 32, so $17. That's 16 and change, $16.75, $16.80. She made almost $17 an hour for being out. But how much did she spend in gas on 5 orders? You know, maybe she spent $3, $4, $5, so $6. I don't know. Maybe she made $30, so she made 15 bucks an hour, $14.50 an hour. Still not bad, not great, right? Like even her full without maintenance and gas, but just for going out for an hour and a half, she made $33.75. So she could have done, you know, maybe 3 hours and made herself 70 bucks, less the gas, call it 60, right? So you could do that 3 times a week, $180. That is 720 bucks a month. You can quickly figure out that just doing it for a few hours, 1 full day's worth of time that you could make an extra $1,000 a month door dashing or Uber Eatsing. Again, can you do it full time? Can you do it 5-6 days a week? Yeah, you absolutely can. You can make yourself $400, $500, $600 a week. You can bring in 2 or 3 grand, but you're going to be spending almost a full week's worth of work doing it. The problem is you're going to drive your vehicle into the ground. The gas isn't such a big thing. If you're making $600 a week and spending, 75 on gas, and you pull home 525, well, all of a sudden you're making $2,200 a month, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. But you're burying that car, and that's the problem you have to look out for. Those miles, that depreciation, that maintenance, that upkeep, those tires. It's all a big thing. And so you get these ones with no tips where you only make $3.50 and it costs you $1 in gas plus the upkeep to go do it. Well, those orders aren't worth it, but if you make 14 at a double order, that can be worth it, right? Because it takes you 30 minutes, you make $14, you do 2 of those, 28 bucks an hour. You see what I'm getting at here. So DoorDash, Uber Eats, I know there's gonna be a bunch of you in my chat that probably do that. Let us know how much an hour it works out for you, because it looks like from everything I've read, this one and a ton of others, it's around 15 bucks an hour, give or take. All right, so a caveat to that, number 3, very, very close follow-up is Uber and Lyft, actually driving people from point A to point B. Again, that one's like $15 to $20 an hour from what I've seen, depending on your city, population, tips, all that. Airport rides, that's one, still with that group, number 3, is really popular in my neighborhood. We live about 35, 40 minutes from the airport. So somebody that wants to make some extra money driving, the Uber Lyft is usually like 50, 60 bucks one way to that airport from us, even though it's not quite that far. It's only like a half hour, 35-minute drive. These people will do it for like 40 and drive you and come back, and it's about 6 bucks in gas if you got a good gas mileage car, or if you got an electric Tesla, it could be even less. And so they get to profit like $34, $35 for an hour to an hour and 15 minutes of work, which is not bad when you add up what that hourly rate is, right? It's like $25, $30 an hour at least. So pretty good for number 3 there. A lot of people like to do it, and it's really, really popular in my neighborhood. So number 4, what I have built my entire career on, my entire life, has been reselling on eBay, Amazon, other platforms, Shopify I use. I'll just throw a little quick screenshot. You can go to thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, go anywhere you want, buy stuff for cheap, throw it up online, and hopefully make a profit once you take out the fees and shipping. You can learn a lot from my channel if you go back through my older videos, through videos over the last 5, 6, 7 years that I've made. You can search for my name, Rockstarflipper, and all kinds of reselling stuff. You'll find everything you need to know about it. Hundreds and hundreds of videos. So definitely one of the best side incomes as well. How much can you make hourly doing that? It really depends. Some people do it part-time and make $1,000 a month. Some people do it full-time and make $10,000 a month. It all really depends. You can't guarantee you're ever gonna buy and sell something, or it's gonna sit or inventory, but if you build it and you work it and you do well, you can definitely get yourself a nice little side cushion going on there. Number 5 is probably one of the most profitable, and I've never thought of it like this, and it's gonna go with number 6 as well, but number 5 is house cleaning. These ladies that go out and clean houses, they start their business, they're on TikTok, I'm gonna show you a clip of it in just a second. They charge a lot, man. It's not overly expensive for what you get, but it's a lot of money. So they can come in and clean your house for 2 or 3 hours, and they're gonna charge you $200, $250. They're making $100 an hour minus whatever their gas to get to your house and their cleaning supplies are. But it's a really big income. When you think about DoorDash and Uber Eats being $15, $20 on average per hour, or even the Uber Lyft rides doing $25 an hour if you do it direct, they're making $100 an hour. Pretty big income. So like my house is 2 stories, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,300 square feet. And somebody that I know, I've never paid for it, but somebody I know pays for this exact house. They have my same model. They live just around the corner from me. They pay like $200 every other week, $400 a month. And the people come in and clean all their countertops, their bathrooms, their toilets, their appliances. They vacuum, they do the floors, the blinds, all that sort of stuff that we have. And it's $200. And it takes the lady that does it like 2.5 hours on average, right? So she's getting almost $100 an hour doing this house. Now, some of the houses she gets more than $100 because it just depends on their size and how easy they are. Our house is a little bit more difficult, a little more in depth, but there you go. I mean, house cleaning seems to be really, really good. Let me show you the clip of a lady.
Hello, and welcome to another day as an ex-teacher who started her own cleaning business and what I make in a day. Don't forget to find the duck. The duck is secretly hidden somewhere in this video. If you find it, put it in the comments. Couple of things, I hit it twice. I put it in one spot. You got like a couple of seconds to find it. And I was like, this is a terrible spot. I can't put it here. And then I hit it somewhere else, kind of right near it. That's your hint. Anyways, I'm just getting my belt here, ready to go for the house. I load it with my favorite cleaning.
So I love how she has a tool belt, makes it super easy. She doesn't gotta keep going back to her little rolly cart, which was a great idea as well. She's got everything on her belt. She's got her spray, she's got her rags. I love it. I think it's really great. Lots of planning.
Products that I feel like I use all the time, some trash bags, of course my duck's in there, and my razor blade. Everything else is in the cart, so that's also right at my fingertips. I kind of bring it around the house with me, but having things on my hips, I feel like just makes me more efficient during my cleans. When I cleaned my second house today, it was kind of a smaller house. I felt like I was bumping into a lot more things with my belt, but when you have a decent sized house, this is what I prefer all the time. And then you're going to ask, where'd you get that belt? It is linked in my Amazon storefront. You can also find it.
Oh, there you go. She linked her belt in her Amazon storefront, so she gets to make a little extra money. So she's making money cleaning houses, she's making money on the videos, and she's making money linking her favorite cleaning products and supplies and accessories and whatnot. And so she's really knows what she's doing and doing a really good job of it. And you can, when you're buying stuff for your house, I know a lot of people want to be cheaper and be like, oh, I can buy the cheap 401 or this limit. But when you're cleaning other people's houses and you know that you're only going to use a couple dollars worth of stuff, even though it's more pricey stuff, you can pay up for better cleaning supplies and tools because you know you're going to use them all the time and you're going to get the money back from it, which is really great. So she goes through cleaning this house, and it's a fairly good sized house.
Yes, I do. This house is extremely tidy, but look at the floor.
She does some smaller houses.
This is what you don't see from your bird's eye view. But if you're in Sarah's view, with my eyes up in these corners, you don't see what I see. You need to clean for the cleaner. No, leave me the dirt, please. Leave me the fingerprints. Leave me the grease. Leave me that, please. But if you can tidy up for the cleaner, yes. Put things away. Get your mail off the counter. Put it away. I don't want to see your bills.
Yeah, so she's just saying, like, have everything put away so it's out of her way so she can actually scrub and clean everything, which makes perfect sense. I've never hired a house cleaner. How many people have a home cleaner, house cleaner? I've never done it. We are just really good about picking up everything as we walk through our house. It's just like ingrained in my brain that I wipe something down. Every day I'll pick a room. I do it mentally. And I'm like, hey, today I'm going to go in the kitchen and make sure everything's put away and wipe everything down, make sure all the dishes are away. And tomorrow I'm going to do it in my dining room. The next day I'm going to do it in my living room. And I just remember mentally like, oh, I did the kitchen yesterday. I need to do the living room today. Like I just have never hired a housekeeper or let somebody come into my house. Maybe one day I'll do it. I don't know. Seems like an expense that I don't really need to spend. I'd rather just put that away in savings and keep that money or use it as fun money.
Good job. Now, this is my first house of the day. I got here around 8:45 and I left around 10:45, so it did take me a couple of hours. It's 2 full baths and a half bath and just the main level, and you saw me do the railings as well and those stairs. And then the second house, I did say I was going to go live, and when I got there, I had like 4 orders to fulfill for Sarah's kitchen. It's in my Shopify and orders. Teacher, thank goodness. And they're so willing to change for me if I need it. I don't do it often. And if I have like a really low schedule, it's been a week. I'm actually doing at my sister's house tomorrow. I tip a bank. So that explains actually I'm subbing through.
And she's working right out of the back of her van with all of her little supplies that just fold up. You can see she just folds it all up.
Did you find the duck? If you did, put it in the comments. I made $180 my first clean, $150 for my second clean, which is $330, all in 3.5 hours total. Have a good day.
All right, number 6, detailing pressure washing. If you don't know me in my past, when I was 21, 22, 23 years old, I owned 2 detailing vans, self-enclosed vans with water tanks, pressure washers, generators, and a trailer that was pulled by a truck. I had 3 employees. They all got to make a full-time income at that time for a young 20-year-old kid, $600, $700, $800 a week, and I was getting a couple $100 a week off of each of them, so I was pulling down $1,000 just for them being out on the road. All I did was continuously get them jobs. I was advertising on Craigslist. I was advertising on the new Facebook. I was handing out business cards. I was sending out mailers, 3x5 cards, telling everybody I knew, word of mouth, emails. I was building all this stuff. and these guys would just get a list in the morning, and I'd say, here's all the people that need to be done. You guys figure out who's going where and get the jobs done. They need to be done by the end of the day. Here's this guy's only available from 2 to 4 p.m. And they handled it. Detailing and pressure washing, we would do sidewalks in a driveway for $100, and it would take an hour. So it was a $100 an hour job. My guy was making $20 an hour. Remember, this was 20 years ago. So this was 2006, 2007. So almost 20 years ago. And $20 an hour for a 21, 22-year-old kid at that time was pretty dang good, right? And so they'd make $20 for going out and doing it. They'd get a tip. The guy might tip them 10, 20 bucks. They'd get to make $30 for that hour job, and I was making $70. I had to pay for the fuel in the van. I was paying for the insurance on the van. I was paying for the chemicals, for the cleaners, and so that would always cost me, on every job, $10, $15, whatever it was, but still made really good money. And at one point, I was giving them $25 an hour, so it's pretty good business if you can run it correctly, the detailing and pressure washing business. And you can start it cheap. You don't need a trailer and a van. You can have the back of your pickup truck, back of your SUV, but if you can get a van and a cheap work van payment from a used car lot for $5 or $10 grand, and you can get a nice little payment of $300 a month, put some insurance on it, spend a couple grand to put equipment in the back of it for, next to nothing. You can get that business going and be profitable with all your money back within a couple of months, even a month or two, really. All right, number 7, again, on that same little thought process, manual labor, is lawn work and upkeep. Teenagers come and cut my yard for $35, $40. They do it twice a month, and they make themselves $80, and they get 10 houses around the street, all in the same street, the same neighborhood. They're making $800 to $1,000 doing those lawns. That's how much money they make. It's quick, it's easy. Our yards are not that big. You guys know we have cookie cutter. My backyard's pretty good size, but the rest of it, pretty fast. You can do my front yard, cut it, edge it, and weed whack it in like 20, 25 minutes. There's nothing to it. And then my backyard probably takes about 35, 40. So they do it in about an hour to an hour and a half, and they charge me anywhere from 35, 40. Sometimes it's 45 if we're in summer and it's raining a lot. And I usually give them like a $10 tip. Like I give them, if they're charging me 40, I'll give them $50, right? Because that's like a 25% tip. So and it takes them an hour and 10 minutes. There you go, $40 an hour, $50 an hour. Not too shabby for the teenagers that work and do it here in the neighborhood. Even the college kids that want to start their own. There's one college kid around here with a pickup truck, and he had a lawnmower and a weed whacker and edger and everything in the back. And he was doing it one time. He had like 30, 40 houses. It was like his full-time college income to help pay for his college, because he went to a local college around here. Still lived at home with mom and dad, but was bringing in $3,000, $4,000 a month. So pretty good job for him. He was able to buy his books, buy his college, and pay for everything that he needed, his truck payment and all his stuff. So number 8 is a long tail one. It's YouTube social media affiliates, where you have to build a YouTube channel, you have to build a TikTok. Now YouTube is one of the easier ones because it pays the most money per view, per 1,000 views, and you only need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. On TikTok, you gotta get to 10,000 followers in order to get monetized for ad revenue. You can do affiliates earlier at 1,000 and at 2,500, but the affiliate pay is not quite as good as what YouTube will pay. It can be, but there's balancing act whether you do TikTok or YouTube. I feel like TikTok grows faster, but YouTube ends up in the long run paying you more. Honestly, you should do both at the same time. I'll throw some screenshots up of some of my earnings, and you guys can see that you can quickly, if you work at it in 3 to 6 months, you can get yourself, generally speaking, if you have good quality content, you can get monetized in 3 to 6 months and start making a solid little side income. And you can turn it into a full-time business. A lot of people do. They're full-time YouTubers, right? TikTokers, you've seen it for you. So number 8, you can start making money soon, but maybe not right away. And of course, it's social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. You have to build an audience, but you can do affiliate income. And affiliate income is where you go to places like Amazon, which is the most important one. You sign up for what's called Amazon Associates, and then you can go to Amazon and open a product, any product you want, whether you own it or not, and you can link that product out to your followers. And if they click that link and they buy that product, or if they buy any other product while they're shopping in that session, you'll get a commission for selling and sending the audience that product. So I just bought a comforter for my bed. I think it was $60, and I sent it out. And I'll get about 5% from that. So 10%, of course, $6, 5% is gonna be $3 on a $60 comforter. So if somebody buys that comforter, any color, any size, whatever, I'll make $3 for everyone that buys that comforter. Maybe I'll sell a few of them and make 10, 12, 15 bucks, right? But if they're buying other stuff, they go to Amazon and add the comforter, and they're like, hey, while I'm on here, I need to get my makeup and this stuff. And all of a sudden they spend $100. Well, now instead of making $3, I get to make $5 because they bought a couple extra things. So you can see, today I made $10, yesterday I made $23, tomorrow I'll make $15. All of a sudden it's a $500, $600 income every month just by linking out products. Sometimes it can be 1,000 plus for me. So that's one way to do it. The other way, of course, making ad revenue. You guys are actually looking at my real YouTube stats, and you can see, like, there's some days I'll just do it. Like on Sunday, August 17th, I made $300. So if you make $300 a day on YouTube, you make $9,000 in just ad revenue. That doesn't include that affiliate I just talked to you about and sponsors that I have. Like I have several sponsors, right? And then 260. So in these 2 days, I made 300 and 260. I made $557, $58 in 2 days, right? Like that's just extra income from YouTube. So my YouTube channel can make anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 a year in ad revenue. It just depends on the spikes and the ups and downs and things of that nature. So $100 a day, of course, with 365 days is a $36,000 year. So if you do 150, now you're up to like a $55,000 year. So you can build a YouTube channel, build social media, and that can help you make side income sitting at home, filming TikTok videos, doing that stuff. Now, of course, you have to get 1,000 followers on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours of watch time. TikTok takes 10,000 followers and minute-plus videos, and they pay way less money than YouTube does per video, per view. It's per 1,000 views, actually, but you can look all that stuff up. I won't get into it, but it is a really good side income that you can build into a full-time business once you start building that following up. All right, number 9 and 10, I'm not going to go into very in-depth. I have no experience with either of them. All the rest of the stuff I have experience with. Either I've done it, I currently do it, or I pay people to do it for me. So these two, number 9 is taking surveys online. Again, don't know much about it. Some people have told me they sit down, work for a couple hours and make $20, $30, $40. So it's just a little extra money on the side. I don't know a lot about it. I know it's legitimate. I have friends that have done it, have tested it, and it works. You got to go to the right sites. I can't vouch for any of them because I've never done it. So I'm just going to tell you that's a way. You can do your research. Ask Google, ask Reddit, ask TikTok, ask ChatGPT, whatever you have to do. And you can make, just sitting on your couch watching Netflix, you can make that money. The last one is the reason, number 10, I think the video may have gotten taken down for dangerous. I promise to tell you guys, and here's why. Obviously, a video teaching you about different ways people make money and start businesses is not dangerous. But number 10, the big red bus that sits in the parking lot of Walmart. Do we all know what that is? Leave it in the comment section if you do. I'm not going to say what it is because I think this is why they flagged the video. So number 10 is that big red bus where you go there and you give them something and in return they give you money. What you give them is red, generally speaking. That's all I'm going to say about it because I think maybe that's why they got me. I have no experience with it because I am deathly afraid of the thing that they use to get the red stuff from you. Hopefully you guys are following me here. I hate them. I despise them. I do not like them. I will not get them. Sam I am. I do not like those things. So it just is what it is. I hope to God when I'm older I don't require a lot of health things that require getting those things put into me like they do on those big red buses. So I get absolutely the minimum that I need and move on, and I hate them. But apparently you can make a few bucks off of it. So I'm not going to talk about it because they don't like it, and that may have been the reason it got flagged. I'm not sure. Hopefully this video stays up, and if it does, you enjoy it, and if it doesn't, then I'm still talking to myself, and hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, I thought about it after I was re-recording where I was like, man, nothing here is dangerous. Everything here is like manual labor, working, making money. But wait a minute, maybe number 10, because I talked about, that stuff. Maybe they put that in there. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to re-record or re-edit this, put it up, and hopefully you guys get to see it. If you do, let me know in the comment section that you're here, that you watched it, that you saw it, that the video's still up, and that you enjoyed it. And make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Come back for more videos. Make sure you turn the bell on. It'll give you notifications when I upload my newest video, which I'm going to upload a video every day this month in September, or at least if I miss a day, I will double upload the next day to make up for it. I want you guys to have great content and a great rest of September as we close out summer. And thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. I read all your comments, so leave me one. I'll read them and respond to them as soon as I possibly can. And have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.